A Thief's End. It's a statement of intent, not a suggestion. A subtitle that tells you one simple thing. Uncharted 4, for better or worse, is the end of Nathan Drake's story. But before we get all mopey and start reminiscing about the good old days, it's worth remembering two things. One, the game isn't out yet, and two, Nate isn't the moping kind. No, here is a guy who, we'll bet our bottom dollar, will go out with a bang. After all, Uncharted 4, like any other game in the series, is all about spectacle. You only have to look at the car chase Naughty Dog showed off to eager fans at E3. We've never seen so much detail, artistry, and spectacle flash by so fast. It was nothing revolutionary, but Uncharted has always favoured execution over ideas. And this was the slickest execution of an action scene we've ever seen. Seamlessly transitioning from exploring richly detailed city streets to a running gunfight to an insane downhill pursuit, culminating in a spectacular rope swing finale. No loading, no black screens, and no prisoners. And the incredible thing is that after 7.5 minutes of madness, the whole sequence continues for another 7 minutes. Behind closed doors, we saw Drake smash through that final barrier and then get dragged through the mud while shooting bikes, climb a truck, and then jump off the truck to a bike, and then we were out of breath, and we weren't even playing. Don't doubt for a second that Uncharted 4 is an escalation of every great action scene the series has to offer. Each one made slicker, sharper, and even more beautiful. And yet, in the face of this brute force spectacle, in the face of a whole city hand-built from the ground up for just one car chase, it is still Uncharted 4's more subtle escalations that have us counting the days until release. In particular, the lessons in AI, combat design, and emergent gameplay Naughty Dog have learnt from The Last of Us seem to suggest that our breathlessness won't simply extend to the set pieces. Combat, typically a filler element of the Uncharted games, has taken on an improvisational, open-ended design that provides truly unexpected moments. Guards lurking at the top of cliffs to stamp on your hands, enemies who grab you from behind and call their friends over to beat you up. These are moments that are part of a story unique to the player. Their very own tale of, and then... But combat isn't the only thing Uncharted has learnt from The Last of Us. Look at Sully. No longer the proud owner of a sly grin and a slick plume of silver hair, he's been trimmed, greyed, and made real. His worried glances tell more tales than his script. He hasn't lost his sense of humour, of course, with the car chase providing more than enough classic one-liners, but there is clearly more at risk. Naughty Dog has tempered the more cartoonish elements of Uncharted with photorealistic faces and higher stakes. The action is still there, the adventure is present, and the fun never left. But the suggestion seems to be that this time, it's all going to be in service of an emotional journey.
I'm telling you, that treasure is as good as ours.
It's this balance of the spectacular and the emotional, the idea of a global adventure with personal stakes, that makes Uncharted 4 such an incredible proposition. The expectations for the series are high, astronomically so after The Last of Us, but somehow it seems possible. Somehow, Naughty Dog seem to be walking that tightrope between meaningful evolution and gimmicky additions. True emotion and po-faced seriousness, high action and absurd violence. There's still a long way to go, but we would bet that as Drake's journey reaches its conclusion, it's a tightrope Naughty Dog will keep walking all the way to the thief's end.